Welcome back to my channel, my Crystal Kings and Queens. So it's been a minute, but today I want to give you a update on what's kind of been happening with me since carrying Moldavite and now since actually adding Libyan desert glass to my daily regimen as well. It's been something else. Since working with Moldavite, it's been one heck of a whirlwind. I mean, there are days where you can literally just kind of be up, and then there's days where, you may feel like you're spiraling, and then there's days where you're feeling extremely grounded, and then days where you're extremely energetic, and then days where you're literally just kind of on your ass. So for me, as of recently, I've been back and forth with my Moldavite. This right here in specific is a much newer piece that I purchased. I have done my very best as of lately to refrain from purchasing any more Moldavite and, well, any more crystals for that matter. Because I just feel like I've reached my point. I've reached my limit of just crystals and stones to have. Like, I feel like Moldavite has been the ultimate for me. Moldavite and Libyan desert glass. So I've spent time with myself exploring new adventures spiritually, new things to get into. One endeavor in specific has been tarot cards. So I've been learning more about that, doing more research about that. I know you got to be very careful with how you handle those types of things, and the type of information you come across. It's a very delicate process. So I've been into that, and then I am in the process of creating a few new things. So needless to say, since having Moldavite and Libyan desert glass, they've both been a really helpful tool to just kind of keep my mind focused and guided in the direction that I see myself going into. As for work, oh my goodness, if any of you know, like I know, COVID out here is just treacherous. It is hellish. It is terrible. And it's just not slowing down or stopping anytime soon. So, walking around protected, via face mask, face coverings, monitoring your temperature, and just making sure that you're safe and staying, 6 feet away from people and not in heavy groups or, things like that. It's become a really huge deal out here. And I just encourage all of you to stay safe. These vaccines are coming, pretty heavy, and a lot of people are encouraging them. I say, if you do feel like you want the vaccine, by all means, go for it. If you feel like you wish to refrain from the vaccine, then I just advise that you be very careful and remain, at a safe distance from people. Try to stay out of groups and just monitor who you're around and with, because you just want to be safe at all times. So this is not a, COVID advertisement or anything. I just wish for us all to be safe and remain safe. So for me, I work in a hospital, and I've seen more deaths in the past 2 years than I have ever seen in my entire life because of this COVID situation. And now there's a Delta variant out, and having Moldavite with me, it brings a lot of hectic energy around, or I've experienced, I've experienced a lot of hectic energy when having Moldavite with me at work. So it's probably not the best space to have Moldavite in, because Moldavite itself is already a highly energetic. What am I trying to say? It's a highly energetic stone in itself, it brings its own massive amounts of energy. It brings its own energetic flow. Like, you have to be really, really careful with it, and in which environment you actually have this stone in as well. Because for me, having Moldavite in a hospital, every time I pull my Moldavite out, I've noticed that we've got a fluctuated rush, like a massive amount of rush with patients and things like that. Not to say that the Moldavite brings it on. It's just things seem and feel way more chaotic than they may actually be. Or if it's a full moon, it has been the past few times I've decided to carry my Moldavite without realizing it, it's brought, a enormous amounts of just this very, very in tune flow of just non-stop overwhelming energy. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but needless to say, that's neither here nor there. Point of the matter is, while I'm at work, at times I do find that it helps me, and then at times I feel like it may not be the stone that I need while working, but it's the only stone as of right now that seems to just kind of help put me at ease. Like, it just, when I feel like I want to be hyped, when I feel like things are just not really flowing the way I need them to flow, like, I carry Moldavite. I quickly go for my Moldavite. Now, I will say though, those times where I'm feeling super anxious, super annoyed, I feel like I need to say things that may not need to flow from my mouth. I found that carrying Libyan desert glass for me helps tone me down. It's like that stone that tames me. Like, this is an attitude tamer for me. Like, this is the stone that keeps me in check. I love Libyan desert glass, and for whatever reason, I'm not sure why I felt the need and urge to carry it so much, but I had been thinking about it, dreaming about it, and something told me to just go ahead and grab it. And since I've had it, it's just like I can't seem to put it down when I'm at work. It's just the absolute best for me to help calm me down and just kind of relax my mind when it's flowing 113 miles an hour. It's just like, it's that stone that just truly helps soothe me. And, paired and combined with Moldavite, I feel like it's been one of the best combinations for me. A lot of people combine Moldavite with Herkimer diamonds and, other stones of that nature. But I feel like the Libyan desert glass and the Moldavite combination or combo is just the best for me. It's the best suit for me. I've come across a few TikToks, a handful of TikToks actually, and other YouTube videos that have explained that, a lot of people would not recommend that, a first-time stone owner, ends up with the Moldavite, or for a person who is ready for change and transformation. A lot of people recommend that Moldavite not be your starter stone, only because it's like that harsh that harsh person in your life, or loved one in your life that sees the situation for what it is and blatantly and bluntly gives it to you straight, pretty much. You know what I mean? It has no holdbacks. It's that friend that's just willing to be completely honest with you without regards of how it may or may not hurt your feelings. And it's just a really, potent, you know, in your face type of stone, type of tektite, as opposed to Libyan desert glass, where it's more of that motherly, give it to you, easy. So I guess it's like a mother and father stone, but really in all reality, it's like that brother-sister pair. But for this specific scenario I'm trying to give, the Moldavite, I suppose, would be more of the father stone. The Libyan desert glass would be more of the mother stone, that, you know, nurturing, more soft and subtle, gentle push, as opposed to that blunt force trauma type of push, you know what I mean? Just kind of get it done right now type of thing. An easier transition would be the Libyan desert glass. I'm not even sure, like, literally where all of this is going. I just know that I wanted to come on and just kind of give you an update with what was happening with me. So back to me. I have I have done a lot since having both Libyan desert glass and Moldavite together. I have discovered a lot about myself. I've discovered a lot about my friendships. I've discovered a lot about the connections I have, the relationships I've allowed in my life, the people I've disregarded and gotten rid of. My, you know, understanding my value in myself, within myself, my value at work, my place, you know, my purpose. I have grown a lot, and I just really cannot recommend enough, you know, for people who just really seek, you know, knowledge about yourself, about situations, about how you should or shouldn't respond to certain things or certain aspects in your life. I just really recommend that you start with yourself. You know, do research on yourself. Think about those things that you like, those things that make you tick, your triggers. You know, what calms you, you know, what would be the ideal atmosphere for you, you know, what helps you, what eases anxiety, those types of things. And then, you know, go into searching the stones that would be better suit for you, or would be a better suit for you. But I would definitely recommend Moldavite and Libyan desert glass for anyone who's looking for an urgent change with a subtle push. If you need an urgent change with a subtle push, Moldavite and Libyan desert glass are the stones for you. And I feel like that's probably the best way to put it. This would be your urgent, you know, Moldavite. Moldavite would be your urgent need, your necessity. Libyan desert glass would be that subtle, gentle effect, you know, that aftermath. You don't, you know, a lot of people don't want to deal with their consequences right now, you know, in the way that they may come. So Moldavite, you know, is known to play a part in those kinds of things, but the Libyan desert glass just kind of pacifies it, makes it a bit more gentle to tolerate, easier to tolerate. So I don't know. This video kind of just turned out to be a bit of I don't know, all over the place, maybe not even much of an update. I just kind of wanted to get on to show you some of my Moldavite. This is not a new Moldavite. However, if you are new to my channel, this may appear new to you. One of my favorite pieces of Moldavite. Again, this is a newer piece, which I really love. I just love the shape of it. And then one of my favorite Libyan desert glass pieces. The, you know, Libyan gold is what some consider it. But yeah, I wanted to kind of share that with you. I'm just kind of sitting down, taking a moment. Had to get a break. It's just a lot going on. I am currently at work, so filming this was just like a must, because I just needed, I needed someone to talk to, and you all are that for me. So I just had to share. And I hope that through my sharing, you have learned just a little bit, or at the very least, enjoyed this. But thank you for watching. Crystal Kisses, Royal Blessings.